Take a look. I have to show you this. Good morning. Today I'm in France. I'm at a very special location, solemn location, mysterious location. It's absolutely incredible. What you could see behind me, or what was behind me here, which is protected by this fence and this gate. This is the Christ of the Lepers Cross, or the Lepers Cross as it's called. I'm going to explain that in just a moment, but let me tell you where I am. I'm at one of the oldest cemeteries in all of France today, and it is right above the village Marville. It is Saint-Hilaire Cemetery. Now, I'm not quite sure I'm pronouncing that right. My French is horrendous, but what this location used to be, and I'm going to flip this around for you. What this location used to be was a village. In the 11th and 12th centuries, there was a village here. And that village moved down the hill away from here. So the village was here in the 11th, 12th centuries, but it didn't stay up here. The only thing remaining from the church, from the village rather, the only thing remaining from the village is this church in front of me that dates all the way back to the 12th century, including some of these buildings. And as you can see, the wall here. Now, I'm here very early in the morning, and I have to tell you, when I got here, it was really weird. I have it all to myself so far as I can tell. So the story goes that this hilltop is cursed. The village that was here in the 11th and 12th century vanished. A new village was created or sprouted up below the hill from here. And they say that the villagers from here moved down there. But others say that the villagers up here vanished entirely. And they were not the first villagers to vanish. In fact, this cemetery, before this cemetery was here, there was a temple dedicated to Mars by the Romans on this hilltop. And they too left without a trace. And folks don't know what happened to them. Then later, there was a leper community on this hilltop nearby, and that's why the Lepers Cross is at the beginning of the grounds. And most, if not all of them, died and were also buried here in the cemetery. So basically what this hilltop has become is one large cemetery dating all the way back to the 12th century. It feels really weird up here. And to think that all these communities that once settled here vanished or left or whatever happened to them. But whatever happened to them, they did not stay here. Something up here made them leave. And the only thing welcome up here, or the only people welcome up here, are the dead. There are several specific hauntings that people talk the most about. There's supposed to be a monk that inhabits this graveyard. His specter is often seen here. There is a weeping widow, they say she's a widow, that haunts this graveyard. There are children that haunt this graveyard. There's even a nun said to haunt this graveyard. But what I want to do first is I want to explore some of the ancient graves and show you what still remains here of them. What's also interesting is there are some newer graves mixed in, which is rather incredible. Let me show you what I'm looking at right here. Look at this. So another aspect that confirms or brings some confirmation that the area is cursed. Oh my God, look at this. This is freaky, people. Maybe this is cursed. I have to show you this. I just hope I don't get stung. Slowly step away from there. Yeah. After World War II, there was a NATO base nearby. In fact, very close by. And there was a Canadian unit there. Not a large unit, a rather small unit, in fact. And 28 newborn or stillborn babies from that Canadian unit are buried in this cemetery. For whatever reason, and I know there are some speculations as to what happened, but out of respect for those families, I'm not going to go into them on this video. Some of them are border on the absurd, and others have to do with the curse of this mountaintop. And I have to say, I am so incredibly nervous here, and I shouldn't be. I've been in many cemeteries. I was in Père-Lachaise just a couple weeks ago in Paris, and it's one of the largest cemeteries in the world. Also considered to be one of the most haunted, but I didn't feel as nervous there as I feel here. It's an incredible feeling, uncomfortable feeling. So those Canadian children, newborns, babies, 28 of them died. The unit was only here for a little more than 10 years. And it seems that their children could not be born here. And now, if they were born, they immediately died. That's a sad fact, a sad reality that 28 of those babies are buried here. I'm not sure yet, but I'm thinking we will find them. There's a memorial to them here. So let's walk through. I'm going to show you some of these graves, and we're going to do a little bit of paranormal investigation. Wow, look at that. Wow, look how incredible that is. Amazing. I have no way of being able to tell how old these are. There's no dates visible. In fact, I was getting some major EMF shots, but I want to show you this first. I mean, oh wow, I was getting some strong hits on the EMF there. Are you here with me? Okay. Hello? Messi? Okay. It's really, really weird here. I have an uneasy feeling. Wow, just look at this. I don't even see a date on this. I'm trying to read it. It almost... No, look, it's all gone. Oh my goodness, look here. This one is... Crap. It's a family. No date. Strange that there's no date. It is many of the gravestones from the really, really old ones are protected, and they were removed from the cemetery and placed inside the church to protect those grave markers. That's how important they are to France. How old. And if I look out here at some of these, how old they must be. Oh wow, look at this. I can only imagine how old they must be inside the church. I don't think I like the chills I'm getting. Look at this. I keep hearing things like there's somebody else here with me, but I don't see anyone. Oh my God. There's supposed to be 40,000 people in front of me right now, and I'm reading where it says, oh, wait a minute, I'm speechless. Why did I come? To tell your story and see you. Okay, are you ready for this? So over time, the cemetery became so full that they took the, oh man, my was absolutely going nuts just a moment. Yeah, it was absolutely going nuts. But take a look. I have to show you this. How incredible. I think it just asked me to leave. Who are you? Oh my God. Look at that. Whoa. Just right outside the... Look at these skulls. Not only that, but I'm also getting really strong EMF hits here. I'm close. I am close. How close are you? Man, I got crazy chills. Are you close to me? Ooh. Oh my goodness, the EMF is just going wild there. Oh my. I'm backing away because I got an odd feeling. Like I upset something. So I've set the balls up. And I got please leave when I said that I think I upset something. I'm only going to be here for a while. I want to document this cemetery and you, in fact, that you're still here. Can you give me a sign that you're here? Something definitive that's easy to confirm. Can you make a noise? Oh, wow. I said that. Look.
Come outside.
I am. Come outside. I am outside. Do you want to come outside? Are you trapped in the ossuary? Are you trapped inside? Oh, I have a ball out here. And it's on. Wow. It's just out here in the... Wow. Thank you. Was that the sign? I asked for a sign and it did that.
Can you repeat?
Can I repeat? Is that a sign that you're here?
Look.
I got the word look. What do you want me to look at? Oh wow, what the heck is that? That's like an alarm. Oh wow, at the same time the EMF was going off. Oh my god, what the hell? That was kind of freaking me out. Is there a reason for that? Why are you doing that? Do you...
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? That's what I got. So the caretaker that created this ossuary back in, I don't know the exact date, he exhumed the oldest graves to make way for new graves, and he placed them in here. And now he himself resides inside as well. Now the sign inside, and it says, "We were like you, you will become like us." Oh wow, holy smokes. I got a weird feeling off to my side there. Holy moly. Hello. You got my attention.
July.
Yes, it is, well, it is July. In fact, it's the 1st of July. Wow.
Steel.
Steel, Steel. So who are you? Can you tell me your name? Okay, this is really, really incredible. I mean, the EMF reader, the REM pod right below here had gone off. Balls have lit up. I mean, this, and I have really got really strong EMF and REM pod reactions right here. And I have the sense that I'm surrounded, and I am surrounded, because you see the ossuary is here, and then I'm surrounded by graves. But I have the feeling genuinely that there's so many undead here, dead but undead, and they live here, and they're feeding off my energy. I genuinely have that feeling. Okay, so I found the Canadian children, babies that died here, and it's very mysterious. And I'm here, and it's just really, really so incredibly sad. And to have heard about it is one thing, but to now be here and see it for myself is another thing entirely. It's really, really incredible and sad. Wow, it makes you really realize that the area here must be cursed. Okay, I'm going to show you. There's 28 in total. I'm not sure if I'm seeing them all. I'm going to count them. I'm going to show you. You can see these crosses going along here. And you can see dates. Like, there's only one date on that one. It's 6/6/61. That means, oh my God, I don't even go into the date, but that's the day she died. 6/6/61. And then here you have from the 2nd of April 61 to the 3rd of May 1961. And then it goes on, all these crosses here of the Canadian children that died, that were either stillborn or died shortly after being born. And I'm getting words while I'm standing here. Nearest. In memory of the Canadian dependents who died and were buried here and in the surrounding area while Canadian forces were serving with NATO. France, 1952 to 1967. We will remember them. I mean, goodness. And there's several of the plaques that are there. And you see, normally those plaques would be on a cross like this. So I'm not quite sure what happened. I only see 15 crosses here. There's supposed to be 28 in total. So I don't know if these graves, they're probably part of it as well. Okay, since those are just children and it's so sad, I'm not going to do a paranormal investigation right there. I'm not going to try the EMF or REM pod or anything like that. It's just, it's sad enough and hard enough on the families for their children to have died like that. With no understanding. Can you imagine being in a community and you can't have children? They die. I mean, what kind of curse would do that? What kind of, it's just so, I am like overwhelmed right now with anger, actually, frustration. And I don't think it's my own. Someone else is here as well. Oh, I just heard something. What was that? I don't know if it was captured on the camera, but like I heard something behind me. I mean, I'm overcome with emotion, but I don't think it's just my own. I think maybe a family member is also older was buried here. And actually, now that I say that, I see this 18 May 1930 to 24 September 1960. So that's a 30-year-old person, maybe a mother, yeah, a mother of one of the children. And maybe it's her that I'm feeling right now that's angry and frustrated. Maybe one of her children are amongst the 28 buried here. And she herself died, perhaps even in childbirth. I don't know. I'm speculating, but it's highly likely considering what those families went through. How tragic, really. I want to walk away from there with the utmost, deepest respect and sympathies. I mean, I'm in a cemetery where many, many have died, but that just seems like an incredible tragedy. And I wonder if that's the reason why they left. I know that France didn't want foreign forces in their country anymore, and I respect that too. But I don't know. There seems to be more to it than anyone will ever know. Oh my God. I was just overcome with nausea right now. I am almost. I just heard drums. Oh my goodness. I might not be able to stay much longer. I'm not feeling that well. All of a sudden, I just was overcome with nausea. Turn this around. Oh wow, this is amazing. Look at this. Wow. It's Christ, and his hands and wrists are bound with rope. Wow. So here are the tombstones that they were talking about. at the altar of the church over there. How incredible is that? Okay. I want to go over there, but look. I'm right here. Look at these crosses, wooden crosses. So, unfortunately, it's not possible to get past these bars. But I respect that. That's okay. Oh, wow. There's even a grave plate there in the floor of this ancient church. Now imagine this church dates all the way back to the 12th century. Oh my God, look. So getting strong EMF readings here. Hello? I hear footsteps behind me. I'm like really got chills right now. I thought the bell didn't work here. What? Okay, this has been really incredible here today. Absolutely amazing. I've wanted to come here for a while, but I have to say there is strong feelings here. For a while there I had a strong feeling of sadness, then I had a strong feeling of anger, then I had remorse, and it just continued. And so with that said, if you saw anything or you heard anything that I missed, any comments you have or ideas or thoughts about this location or why the village left or vanished, or the Romans left, you know, or why this hilltop is cursed. I mean, let me know in the comments. And, you know, uh, just let me know what you felt as we walk through here together. Remember, if you're not a subscriber already, remember to subscribe, give the video a like, give me a little bit of support, as they say, and don't miss my next episode. Thanks for watching. Till next time.